Victor Wembanyama is not only a basketball player, he's more. He's a phenomenon. On his rise to international fame, there have been moments with knock-your-socks-off talents and determination. Staring at an incredible height of 7 feet 4 inches, skills as good as any guard, Victor has upped the ante for what is possible for a player as tall as himself. However, his journey from a quiet French suburb to the grand stage of the NBA is more than just a tale of athleticism. Instead, it's a story of breaking barriers, chasing dreams, and inspiring a new generation of players worldwide. This video goes deep into the life and career of Victor Wembanyama, revealing how such an extraordinary player started from being a tall kid in France to one of the most buzzed about basketballers of his generation. Number 1. Early life, the foundation of greatness. Victor Wembanyama was born on January 4, 2004 in Le Chesnay, France. Located just outside Paris, it is portrayed as a tranquil city, leagues away from the city's chaos. For Victor, it acted as an ideal setting to develop his nascent sports talents. His family life and history played a very important role in determining his future. His father, Felix Wembanyama, was a track and field athlete famous for his explosive agility, while his mother, Elodie de Fotero, was a professional basketballer and coach. Elodie's height of 6'3" and deep insight into the game provided Victor not only with genetic superiority, but also heaps of knowledge and support. Even Victor's grandfather had played basketball, making the sport a family legacy. From a very early age, Victor did things no one else seemed to do. Height was of course an asset, but coordination on the court and intelligence brought so much more in his case. By the time he was 9, he was a player with a voice, often helping his mother coach the other children. Even before reaching his teenage years, his capacity to see the game differently made him stand out. Number 2, catching the eye, a turning point. It was at this under-11 basketball game in Versailles that Victor got his first big break. That is where he came into the radar of his future coach, Michael Allard. Coach Allard was immediately captured by Victor's height, but as the game went on, it was pretty clear that the young man was not just a tall kid. His movements were fluid, his decisions on the court sharp, and his potential immensely huge. Shortly after joining, Victor found himself enrolled in the Nanterre 92, a more prestigious basketball academy. Nanterre was not so rigid as some old-fashioned basketball coaching camps, where tall kids generally fit only the mold of a center. Victor was encouraged to become all-around a part of the team, shooting, dribbling, and even playmaking. These are skills usually set aside for smaller players who are quick on their feet. Number 3, third emergence, from the prodigy to the star. By the time Victor was 14, he was already a towering 6'11" and competing against players far older than himself. Scouts across Europe began to take notice, marveling at his ability to perform skills on the court that were unimaginable for someone his size. He was not just a tall player, he was a complete basketball package. One of the most defining moments of this phase came when Victor played a friendly match against 3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year Rudy Gobert. At only 16 years old, Victor more than held his own against the seasoned NBA star. He proved he was the real deal, turning heads throughout the basketball world as his reputation solidified as the new face of a generation. Number 4, the European trip. He signed with Asvel Basket, one of Europe's top-tier basketball outfits, to continue his odyssey. Playing in the EuroLeague, billed as the world's second-best league besides the NBA, Victor would go toe-to-toe with developed pros. Although injuries and low minutes of play sometimes hampered him, Victor showed flashes of brilliance. His long-range shooting, rim protection, and playmaking for his teammates made him one of the most promising prospects in Europe. Number 5, Las Vegas Showdown. Victor conquers America. Victor had a chance to shine on the international scene with an exhibition game against the G League Ignite in Las Vegas. More than 200 scouts from the NBA were watching the highest stakes game of his life, but Victor stood up, and how. In that game, Victor scored 37, blocked 5 shots, and hit 7 3-pointers, making the basketball world not just thankful, but truly speechless. Players like LeBron James and Steph Curry, in an open public declaration, defended him openly, especially LeBron famously calling him an alien because of the unprecedented size, skill, and agility he possesses. This game basically sealed his status as the most hyped prospect since LeBron himself. Number 6, NBA Draft Lottery, a moment of destiny. The 2023 NBA Draft Lottery was one of the most anticipated events in recent memory. Every team in the lottery wanted a chance to draft Victor, knowing he had the potential to transform a franchise. And finally, the right moment was found when the San Antonio Spurs won the lottery. They were the champions when it came to developing legendary big men, with Tim Duncan and David Robinson making them a legendary team in NBA lore. And finally, they found Victor to become part of this legendary. Number 7, breaking records. But history was not too far from this young man, who within his 5th NBA game registered 38 points against the Phoenix Suns. Victor scored the most points any teenager had in San Antonio Spurs franchise history. There was a mix of clutch scoring, defensive prowess, and undeniable charisma that left fans and analysts speechless. Number 8, beyond basketball, a global icon. His influence extends far beyond the court, however. In France, he's a national hero, inspiring waves of young wannabes to pursue their own dreams. Around the world, his story is proof that hard work and determination can beat any limit. Victor's popularity as of late has earned him endorsement deals and global recognition, making him one of the most marketable athletes of his generation. But his impact goes further than just on the basketball court. He stands tall in popular culture as a symbol of excellence. Number 9, leaving a legacy. Victor Wembanyama has only 19 years to his name, and his story is still being written in its initial pages. His combination of skills, size, and versatility continues rewriting the book on how basketball is played and perceived. He leads the San Antonio Spurs to championships or redefines individual greatness. He would already be leaving a legacy. Number 10, overcoming challenges, the mental game. Physical gifts, though apparent in Victor, his mental strength has proven equally important in catapulting him into stardom. It was not easy growing up as a tall child. Standing out had its benefits, but it wasn't always an easy thing to do. Victor had to face the weight of expectation and high expectations. However, he learned to appreciate these challenges, transforming them into motivation to do better. His setbacks at ASVEL will be a test of resilience. He has never given in to frustration, but focused on recovery and coming back stronger. Such drive to overcome adversity makes one appreciate the character and working capacity of such an individual. Number 11, the NBA, a platform for greatness. Entry into the NBA by Victor has been nothing but historic. He stepped onto the court on his first game, and there and then it was clear that he belonged. The way he adapted so effortlessly into the league defies critique, and everyone from fans to analysts and fellow players have looked on in awe. His performances against seasoned NBA players have showcased his ability to compete at the highest level. Each game adds to his growing legacy, with highlight reels capturing his jaw-dropping blocks, clutch shots, and graceful movements. Victor's entry into the NBA is also bringing renewed attention to players from other nations. Being one of the most prominent imports from Europe, he is making the league increasingly international and drawing fans from everywhere in the world. Number 12, what's next for Victor Wembanyama? Now 19, Victor's career is at the very beginning of its journey. The question on the mind of all and sundry is, what will he do next? Will this young man lead San Antonio Spurs to championship? Will he break more records and set standards anew for his sport? One thing is sure, Victor has unlimited potential. The ability to adapt, improve, and stay grounded will be a crucial aspect that will define him further in further rounds of opportunities and challenges of a global superstar status. Victor also said he would like to give back to the community, inspire the youth through charity initiatives and youth programs, and make a difference in the world. He has a bigger vision than just basketball. Victor reminds us that greatness is not about attaining the summit. It is about carrying the rest along the way. Whether he's making clutch shots, mentoring young players, or representing his nation, Victor embodies excellence and all things humanly possible. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more basketball legends and rising stars. Follow us as we bring you the stories that shape the game, because the next legend could be just around the corner.